Ah, the GNOAT pen. Noko never leaves this place. She's always put the living things first. Nooks isn't an easy language, but at least it's manageable. She says she is so happy to see you again. She wonders if you remember her. She's Noko. She let you ride her MJUT when you were a kid. Noko remembers you used to chase around with so much energy and is glad to see you haven't lost any of that spark. But that's all long gone now, though. Memories show us where we've been, not where we're going. Believes everyone needs direction in this broken world. Your only hope is that you'll end up in a good place once all this is over. Noko remembers those days too, but she never lets herself wallow in them, no matter how tempting that can be. She sees you're back to buck with Lupa-Lupin. Can't see how there's any way to avoid that now. Not for long, at least. She says the horrors of your younger days were enough to ruin anyone, but not you. You've got all that cheer about you still. Noko says history is like the trail you've been on. You can walk back down it any time you like, until it's worn smooth. But you get to blaze your own trail from here. Then you are stronger than her. She can't help wanting Lupa-Lupin to pay for what he did to her GNOATs, despite the fact it's against her nature.
Hard to find any shadows now.
Correct, and we can always make more.
Well, there has to be a way to stop that.
Turn off the lights. No shadows then.
That's not what I meant.
Asks how many paths you've wandered in the world, and if you ever wonder about what might have changed if you'd taken different ones. The choices can be overwhelming, but you have to choose, or you just stay where you are. And what kind of choice is that? So happy the world is going to live, would have been crushed to see all the GNOATs die with it. Likes that you stood up for the world and spurred your way toward helping it out. Glad you saw the light with the myriad. They always bring a sparkliness to any day, and sometimes the nights too. They're just so shiny, makes her smile to think about them. But let's not speak of that now. She has an idea where the MJUT might have gone, as there's no other place it likes as much as its own corner of the open wild. She's even named it the MJUT Meadow. The MJUT will recognize the scent you've attracted while being here, so it'll probably trust you enough to follow you. You should lead the MJUT back here when you find it. It's going to take time to get it calm enough to be able to ride out to the World Eater. She's sad that something as wild as the hoof puff can't be tamed, but has to come to terms with the fact that you need to stop it. Let's see. Even the grass is shorter. Gross. This place stinks. You found the MJUT meadow. Watch out for the MJUT. Good hit. Better than nothing. History is nothing but a series of stories. Now that the MJUT is back in the pen, it seems calm, but Noko is still concerned. She says the MJUT is still anxious, but fortunately she knows just the thing it needs to calm down. The MJUT once found and ate a bonbon gummy by mistake, and that the chewing really calmed it down. She says that you should find some bonbon gummies for the MJUT by the crossway. At least, that's where she found some last time. It's easy to describe. A crossway is where roads meet in a knot and merge. This one is in Sector 7J, if you're familiar with Out-of-Date's map. Move before it decides to have lunch. low. Middle-lifed. Supposedly, mounts like that can smell fear. A crossway. This means you have a choice to make. Which way? Looks valuable. Nothing's simple. It's locked. A new day's here. Might not be so many left. Wheel the control box handles to buzz the wire. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Wired up and ready to go. Looks snug. A stylish cover for your brains. You wear those well. Someone will pay dearly for that. you have a chance to change the future for good or bad. Want to get your arms swole? Grab those guns. Got to time it right to make them work. Left, right, left, right. Pumping good. Looking better. As long as karma exists, the world changes, and we change with it. Let gravity do the work for you. Needs a key. You shouldn't be surprised. Flick the switches in order to greenlight the current and activate the electrons in the panel. Good. The loop is electrified enough to spark. That's a motored blind box dispenser. These auto markets were quite popular in the long gone for those who... Cranks like these usually need to be wound to operate the dispenser. What you see is what you get. Once it's out of the blind box, that is. Look what you... Daytime means the clock to nighttime is ticking. Ah, some wood scrap. Always happy to find that.
Ein ouch alla Georgia.
Glad to see you out and moving.
Kunenyaima jama.
Seems surprised you have to go. The mount's ears are not handles. With its attention diverted to the chewy bonbon gummy, the MJUT calms down. But Noko is still concerned. She's relieved the MJUT has calmed down, but you'll need a heavier sit-tight to ride it than the one she's got. The only sit-tight she can think of that would be heavy enough is one she's spotted mounted on an old-world mecha MJUT. If she remembers correctly, she spotted it at the Smilo Shopperia while scavenging for treats for the Gnoats. That's not so far away. Seems the old world had plenty to offer, an all-in-one place for those obsessed with material things. Almost too much, if you ask her.